Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Brian Bennett. Here's a look at the weather map for your Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, the busiest travel day of the year. And if you're going anywhere by car, train, bus, plane, bike, maybe you're walking somewhere. Either way, it doesn't matter. The weather is actually looking pretty quiet across much of the country. Dry weather for the southeast, except for maybe a little rogue shower on the east coast of Florida. And then if you head all the way out west, San Francisco, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle will have kind of a soggy day on Wednesday. And then you see this blue color here. This is a bit of snow that's going to be falling in parts of New Hampshire, Vermont, upstate New York, northern Pennsylvania, and northeastern Ohio. And that's part of a clipper system that's diving to the south out of Canada. Behind this, some very cold air. In fact, parts of the Northeast could be seeing the coldest Thanksgiving on record, with temperatures about 30 degrees below average. So, wicked cold weather for your Thursday. All right, so here's the weather map for your Thursday. And you can see that there's a chance for a few showers on Thanksgiving Day across the Florida Peninsula. Not a big rain out. The better chance for rain will be on the east coast of Florida, but nonetheless, there will be the chance for some precipitation moving across the state. Otherwise, much of the east coast is looking dry. Thanksgiving Day parade should be able to go forward with no precipitation, except for again that cold air in place. Head back to the Rockies, looking at some snow showers, and again soggy for Northern California, which is actually good news. That should help out with some of the wildfires that have been occurring in that vicinity. And then, of course, rain for parts of the Pacific Northwest on your Turkey Day. All right, moving into Friday afternoon. Spotty showers possible across the Florida Peninsula, favoring the eastern half of the state. Otherwise, high pressure carved out here for the entire eastern half of the country. That'll bring some dry weather and again cold weather for much of the eastern part of the U.S. Spotty showers back through the middle part of the country. Snow showers in parts of the Rockies. And again, soggy for San Fran and parts of Portland, Oregon, and Seattle. All right, let's go to the weekend. Saturday afternoon, we're going to see scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, anywhere from the Florida Peninsula up through the Carolinas, eastern Georgia, parts of Virginia, West Virginia, up through Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and parts of Michigan and Wisconsin as well. It actually turns into a bit of snow and freezing rain once you get up into parts of northern Minnesota. Head back to the Rockies, snow showers, and parts of the Pacific Northwest will be drying out a little bit. All right, let's go to Sunday. Here we are Sunday afternoon, and we're looking at maybe a shower or two, mainly in South Florida. Otherwise, much of the eastern half of the country is dry until you get up to Maine, where we'll be seeing a mixture of rain and even some snow once you get to northern Maine. And a couple of snow showers back in parts of Iowa and parts of Missouri. That's with the next developing system. All right, fast forwarding to Monday, the last day that I'm going to show here. On Monday, we'll see scattered showers and maybe a storm moving across with a thin line of precipitation associated with a cool front moving across the Sunshine State. That connects with a low pressure system moving into the northeast and bringing kind of a mixture of rain and snow. Snow primarily being away from the major metropolises and more inland and in the higher elevations of the northeast. Snow once you get back into Wisconsin, and then dry weather all the way back through the Rockies until you get to Seattle, where we'll see some rain in the Pacific Northwest. All right, that's the precipitation outlook for the next couple of days. You got to check out some of these temperatures. Let's start off with Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, you see that Florida is in the orange. No real big shocker there, Florida being the warmest part of the country, with temperatures generally in the 70s. And then get up to Atlanta, temperatures will be in the 50s. Head north to Indiana, temperatures will be right around 40 degrees. And then much of the Northeast will be anywhere from about 35 to about 40 degrees for high temperature on your Wednesday. Let's move to Thursday afternoon. Here's Thanksgiving Day. Florida, for the most part, in the 70s. Head up to Tennessee, will be in the lower 50s. High temperatures in Pennsylvania and Ohio, not making it above freezing. New York City, for the Thanksgiving Day parade, will have temperatures topping off right around 20 degrees. So frigid temperatures in the Northeast for your Thanksgiving Day. Check this out. Boston will be topping off right around 14 or 15 degrees for a high temperature on Thanksgiving. So that's a cold turkey if I've ever seen one. Head westward, temperatures warm up a little bit, so we'll be in the 50s back in the middle part of the country. The Rockies will be cold, and back in the west, we'll see temperatures generally in the lower 50s until you get down to the Los Angeles area. Fast forward to Friday. Florida in the 70s for the most part. Atlanta in the 40s and lower 50s. Head up to the northeast, and it's warmed up to a balmy 24 degrees on your Friday in Boston and a toasty 31 degrees in New York City for a high on your Friday. Fast forwarding to Saturday, we'll have temperatures in the 70s in Florida, temperatures generally in the 30s in much of the Northeast. And then moving to your Sunday afternoon, 70s in Florida, and the Northeast has warmed up. So not too bad, right around 50 degrees for high temperature on your Sunday afternoon in New York City. And then last day I was going to show here would be Monday. We'll have temperatures in the 70s and 80s across Florida. Temperatures back in the Tennessee area will be in the lower 40s, and the Northeast will be in the middle 30s to lower 40s, and frigid temperatures diving down once again for parts of the middle part of the country. All right, so let me show you Florida real quick, because I know a lot of folks are watching this from Florida or might be coming to Florida to visit. So on your Wednesday, here's the outlook. Looking pretty dry, other than a very rogue shower. Wednesday should actually be a dry day across the Sunshine State. Moving into Thursday, Thanksgiving. Looking at a chance for a little rogue shower, maybe some sprinkles across much of the peninsula. Otherwise, the better chance for a shower will actually be on the eastern half of the state. The showers will be moving from east to west and kind of dissolving as they move towards Tampa Bay and areas on the Gulf Coast. All right, moving into Friday afternoon. Again, same thing goes. A couple of showers, especially on the east coast of Florida, and more likely for parts around Melbourne and Cape Canaveral, and maybe even as far south as the Fort Lauderdale area. Otherwise, maybe a rogue shower making it to the Gulf Coast on your Friday. Moving into Saturday, scattered showers and thunderstorms associated with a front moving across the state. So over the next 5 days or so, the best chance for rain in Florida is going to be on your Saturday. So if you're making any outdoor plans, you might want to avoid Saturday because the other days are looking a little bit more dry. On Sunday, we see the front kind of stall out in southern Florida, so maybe a lingering shower for Miami or over to parts of Naples or Fort Myers. Otherwise, Tampa Bay, for the most part, is looking pretty dry on your Sunday afternoon. And then moving into Monday, we're going to have a skinny cold front moving across the state, and that's going to bring scattered showers or a storm pretty briefly across the state, and then continuing to pass off to the southeast. Temperature-wise, let me just go over this real quickly. On your Wednesday afternoon, high temperatures in the Panhandle will be right around 60 degrees. Orlando and Tampa Bay will be in the lower to middle 70s for highs on Wednesday, and Miami will be topping off right around 80 degrees. Here's Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day will have high temperatures in the upper 50s in the Panhandle and lower to middle 70s across Orlando and Tampa Bay, and high temperatures in the upper 70s down around Miami. Heading into Friday afternoon, the Panhandle will be in the middle 60s. Orlando, Tampa Bay, looking at high temperatures in the middle 70s, and Miami will be in the upper 70s, approaching 80 degrees. Here we are Saturday afternoon, and it's getting a little warmer, so we're topping off in the upper 60s in the Panhandle. Orlando and Tampa Bay will be in the middle 70s. Get down towards Miami, and temperatures will be topping off in the lower 80s, so kind of warm weather on your Saturday. And then moving into Sunday, temperatures will be in the lower 70s in the Panhandle. Orlando and Tampa Bay will be in the upper 70s to approaching 80 degrees. So kind of warm temperatures on your Sunday. And then Miami area will be in the lower 80s. So pretty warm on your Sunday. And then Monday, we're going to see temperatures really pretty big spread across the state from the middle 50s in the Panhandle to Tampa Bay being in the middle to upper 70s, head down towards Miami, and temperatures will be in the middle 80s with heat indices possibly upwards of around 90 degrees. So kind of warm on your Monday. All right, folks, that's it for a weather update for the entire country and Florida. Hopefully it's answered any questions you have. If it didn't, feel free to zip me a note. Otherwise, have a great and safe evening. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome Thanksgiving.